Welcome to XIO Voice. Continuing from the previous episode 198. All the members of the Yi clan were standing at the entrance of the manor the next day. Their eyes were searing hot as they watched Xiao Yan's group in front of them. Whether the Yi clan would be able to gain a Pill Tower's elder's seat would depend on Xiao Yan's placement in the 5 Great Clans test. The Yi clan would only be considered to have been elevated if Xiao Yan successfully enters the top 3. With the protection of the Pill Tower, they would be able to develop in peace. Although they would definitely be unable to surpass a clan like the Cao clan within a short period of time, they would, at the very least, possess the ability to protect themselves. The Yi clan might end up producing a genius of the younger generation like that witch Cao Ying from the Cao clan. Then the Yi clan would be able to gradually rise and regain its former glory. Second Elder, Third Elder, I will follow Mr. Xiao Yan and the rest and head to the Holy Pill City. Therefore, I will leave this Yi clan to you. Yi Zhang spoke in a deep voice to the 2 elders in front of the members of the Yi clan. Yes, First Elder, remain at ease and get ready for the Holy Pill City. Although our Yi clan has declined, we still have some relationships with the Pill Tower. An elder from the Yi clan spoke. The few elders from the Yi clan beside him nodded in agreement. Yi Zhang sighed and nodded. With the continuous decline of the current Yi clan, some of their past relationships had been lost. However, it was fortunate that not everyone was as ruthless as the Cao clan. Moreover, it was due to these relationships that the Yi clan was still able to barely hold onto its name and have a chance to survive despite having failed the previous 2 tests. Xiao Yan glanced at the sky and softly said, "It is already almost time. Elder Yi Zhang, let's leave." After a night of rest, the dazzling feeling that Xiao Yan had displayed yesterday had gradually been withdrawn. However, he vaguely understood that his current spiritual strength was a little different from what it had been in the past. If one had to give an explanation, it would be that his current spiritual strength had an additional soul aura about it. The 4 great states of a soul seemed to be of some use to an alchemist. Moreover, the training of Do Qi did not appear to be much help based on Xiao Yan's senses. The training of one's soul and the training of one's Do Qi were 2 completely different methods. Perhaps there were 2 types of training methods in the ancient times. However, across the Do Qi continent now, the training of one's Do Qi was considered to be the orthodox path. The soul was something that not only Xiao Yan but even some elite Do Zuns did not understand how to strengthen through training. Yi Zhang smiled and nodded upon hearing Xiao Yan's voice. After which, he ceased remaining any longer. He turned around and swiftly walked to a plaza located in the northern part of the city. There was a wormhole located in Yi City. It was not very large, and it was unable to reach Holy Pill City. Instead, they needed to make quite a few transfers along the way in order to reach their final destination. Other than Xiao Yan, the little fairy doctor, and Tian Huo Zun Jie, only Xin Lan and Yi Zhang from the Yi clan were part of their group. After all, it was pointless for more people to go when it came to such a matter. It was better for them to remain in Yi City to protect the clan. The few of them followed Yi Zhang as they traversed the city. Around 10 minutes later, they appeared in an open ground in the north. Although the Yi clan had declined, an elderly tiger did not lose its might despite being skinny. Hence, this wormhole that others coveted still belonged to the Yi clan. Clearly, Yi Zhang had already given instructions regarding their traveling through the wormhole. Hence, open ground was empty when they entered. Xiao Yan's group climbed up the stone stairs, and a slowly rotating wormhole appeared in front of everyone's eyes. This wormhole of Yi City appeared to possess a grand feeling. However, from the looks of the little chaotic spatial ripple slowly being emitted from the wormhole, it seemed that this wormhole had not been maintained for many years. Oh, back when my Yi clan was still at its glorious peak, there were 2 elite Do Zuns who were willing to maintain the wormhole. However, with the decline of my Yi clan, we no longer have the ability to get help from an expert of this level. It is really embarrassing. Yi Zhang bitterly laughed. He lamented as he looked at this wormhole. Xiao Yan smiled and shook his head. He said, "It's fine. Once we return from this trip, I will get the little fairy doctor and old Mr. Yao to help you maintain it. In that case, I will thank the 3 of you. Let's get moving." Yi Zhang nodded with some gratitude. After which, he took out a somewhat complicated-looking, small, black boat from his storage ring. His hand rubbed it before he gently stepped forward. After which, he walked into the slowly rotating black wormhole. Xiao Yan and the others followed close behind. Xiao Yan's group appeared within the quiet spatial tunnel. Yi Zhang tossed small black-colored boat, which soared with the wind, transforming into an enormous boat. This space boat was the most luxurious boat Xiao Yan had ever seen since he had entered the Central Plains. From the looks of it, this Yi Zhang had really spent a lot to obtain it. The few human figures leapt onto the enormous boat. After which, Yi Zhang rubbed over the front of the boat in a familiar manner. A circular energy light barrier spread over, wrapping the boat within it. Immediately, the boat shook and suddenly increased its speed. With a swoosh sound, it flew through the seemingly endless wormhole. Yi City does not possess a wormhole that leads directly to the Holy Pill City. Hence, we can only head to a city called Qingling City. The wormhole from that city can reach the Holy Pill City. Yi Zhang turned and spoke with a smile to Xiao Yan's group on the boat. It requires 3 days to reach Qingling City from this place, and it will take around 4 days from Qingling City to the Holy Pill City. Therefore, we will reach the Holy Pill City in about 7 or 8 days. All of you should rest in the boat during this period. There are individual rooms within the boat. Leave the matter of controlling the space boat to Xin Lan and I. Xiao Yan's group did not say anything in regards to Yi Zhang's suggestion. After chatting for a while, they entered the cabin and found their own rooms. Journeying through the wormhole was bitter and quiet. However, it did not trouble Xiao Yan's group, who were used to lonely training. Xiao Yan had remained in his own room during the few days' journey, studying his spiritual strength. After listening to what Tianhuo Zun Jie had said yesterday, Xiao Yan had become more curious about the soul. However, this examination did not produce any results. Xiao Yan had difficulty sensing the mysterious condition he had entered while refining pills a couple of days ago. However, one good thing was that Xiao Yan could sense an improvement in the medicinal pills he refined now compared to before. He knew that this improvement should be related to his soul. Although his entry into that state back then did not allow Xiao Yan's soul to completely advance to the soul state, it had, at the very least, enabled his spirit to gain an additional soul aura when compared with an ordinary mortal state. Hence, the quality of some of the medicinal pills he had refined was even better than before. Xiao Yan sank into his soul during the few days of travel through the wormhole. The days swiftly passed by. Only when they were about to exit the wormhole did Xiao Yan return from this condition. The group safely arrived at Qingling City. After a brief rest, they continued their non-stop travel to the wormhole of Qingling City and rushed to the Holy Pill City from there. Xiao Yan finally witnessed the terrifying allure of the pill gathering while traveling through Qingling City. Various alchemists had been all over the streets, dazzling his eyes. It was the first time he had seen alchemists in such numbers. Even the alchemist grand meeting held in the Jia Ma Empire was far from able to compete with the alchemists in this Qingling City regardless of quality or quantity. Moreover, this was merely just a city within the pill region. It was really difficult to guess just how terrifying the human traffic would be when all the alchemists gathered in the Holy Pill City. Xiao Yan's heart suddenly became fiery hot when he thought of the grand scene of tens of thousands of flames rising, tens of thousands of cauldrons falling, and tens of thousands pills being born. Even his blood had begun to boil at this moment. If one did not witness such a scene even once in one's life, it would indeed be a regretful thing. The pill gathering was the grandest gathering in the alchemist world. The ultimate aim of a countless number of alchemists was to stand out in the pill gathering. In order to achieve this, they had put in years of effort and perspiration. Participating in the pill gathering was equivalent to obtaining the qualification to compete with the elites on the continent. This was a type of acknowledgement of one's strength. Who would be the greatest as the flames in tens of thousands of cauldrons simultaneously rose? Xiao Yan's group's blood was boiling from excitement as they accompanied the slow and long line of humans entering the dark black wormhole. The interior of the wormhole was as dull as ever. However, it was no longer quiet. Countless numbers of spaceboats were rushing through this spacious spatial tunnel. Noise filled the spatial tunnel as they moved. The legendary Holy Pill City became closer amid this noise. After 4 days of continuous traveling, a circular, silver glow vaguely appeared in the distance of the wormhole. This glow emitted a shocking spatial ripple. The noise emitted from the many spaceboats suddenly and strangely became completely silent as everyone approached the silver-colored circle made of light. Numerous human figures in alchemist robes walked out of rooms within the spaceboats. Their eyes contained a wild heat as they stared at the silver-colored light circle. Holy Pill City, the holy ground in every alchemist's heart. Xiao Yan placed his hands behind him. His eyes were focused on the silver light circle in the distance. The blood flowing within his body quietly began to boil again at this moment. Holy Pill City, Pill Tower. I, Xiao Yan, have arrived.